Before the introduction of compact instructional systems for home-built devices, access to energy infrastructure typically depended on centralized distribution. Households relied on external providers, and alternative systems often required significant installation, technical knowledge, or financial investment. In parallel, instructional products began to emerge as a format for transferring technical processes directly to individuals. These products do not deliver physical equipment, but instead provide structured guidance for assembling systems independently. Within this context, a category developed around do-it-yourself energy-related devices, supported by documentation rather than manufactured hardware. The Energy Revolution system is a digital instructional package designed to guide the construction of a small-scale electrical device. The product itself does not include physical components. Instead, it consists of written materials, diagrams, and procedural instructions. These materials outline how a user can assemble a device using externally sourced parts. The core of the product is a set of blueprints. These blueprints define the structure, arrangement, and connections between components. Supporting these are additional documents, including a parts list, step-by-step assembly instructions, and supplementary reference materials. The system is organized as a self-contained guide. Once accessed, the user navigates the content independently, following the sequence defined in the documentation. Usage begins after acquisition of the digital materials. The user first reviews the documentation, which includes diagrams and written instructions. The process typically follows 3 stages. Preparation: the user reads the material and identifies required components. These components are not included and must be obtained separately from external suppliers. Assembly: using the provided blueprints, the user assembles the device manually. This involves arranging parts according to specified configurations. Deployment: after assembly, the device is positioned and connected within a chosen environment. Depending on the intended use, the interaction model is linear but flexible. Users can proceed at their own pace, pause between steps, and revisit sections as needed. No continuous interaction with the product provider is required once the materials are accessed, although some mention of optional support is included. This type of product aligns with individuals interested in hands-on assembly processes. It assumes a willingness to follow technical instructions and to acquire materials independently. It may also appeal to users who prefer learning through diagrams and procedural documentation rather than formal instruction. The required skill level is presented as accessible, though it still involves manual construction and basic understanding of components. Because the product is self-guided, it aligns with users comfortable working without direct supervision or real-time assistance. Compared to fully assembled devices, this product shifts responsibility from manufacturer to user. Instead of purchasing a finished system, the user constructs it based on instructions. In contrast to service-based solutions, there is no installation provided. The process is entirely user-driven. Compared to large-scale energy systems, this format removes infrastructure requirements and replaces them with localized assembly. It also differs from purely educational content by focusing on a specific build outcome rather than broad theoretical instruction. The Energy Revolution system fits within a hybrid category: part instructional manual, part technical blueprint set, and part guided assembly process. The result is not a product delivered in physical form, but a set of instructions intended to enable independent construction. For viewers interested in examining the structure of this system in more detail, the full instructional documentation can be found through the link in the description below.